Hi, my name is Cassandra Y. I'm a storyteller. I've been working as a storyteller now for 30 years around the world, all the way from Asia, all the way across to America, Australia, Canada, and now remotely with Africa.
Jambo, my name is John Mukeni Namai. I'm a professional storyteller. I work with an art organization called Zamaleo, which means Zamani na Leo is a long time ago and today. I normally tell participatory storytelling, whereby bringing the past and making it relevant today. And I'm really excited about the Under the Same Sky project, whereby we have been working with the international renowned storyteller Cassandra and our Jama Omar youth, whereby we have been piloting a storytelling training through online, like working remotely and online.
In Africa, I specialize in working in what's called science storytelling, using stories as a way of bringing science alive with children of all ages around the world. Working with stories about the earth and stories about the sky. Storytelling is a great tool for education for children, but also for young people and for adults, for young adults, to give them a voice.
Why were we doing this training? We were looking on ways how we can cross-cultural collaborate. And also, like, I've been working with the Somali youth for over years, and I really wanted for them also to work with another storyteller who was Cassandra. We like also to get to hear from other storytellers and also learn from them, so that to gain confidence and also see that storytelling is an art form that can be paid, and also like we can protect our culture, build self-confidence, and have fun.
Hi, my name is Mariam Abdurrahman. I'm one of the participants for the sessions today. Today's was so wonderful. We spent 3 hours learning, playing different kinds of games. This channel was a fun day. The things that I got interested in today, it was the games and the energy that me and my colleagues will spend for learning and for facilitation. My expectation for the following days is to do commitment, comes up with different kinds of stories and narrate different kinds of ways in accord to learn a new skills and the new things. The song that I got interested today, it was the song that is what's inside of the story of John, that John narrates. It was, "Ooh, lewa atiki tiki tonga," and the story that I will come up tomorrow, it will be the story of Igal Shidad.
My name is Sufyan Said. I've joined in today's session of storytelling, and I've learned a lot for the techniques that makes a captivating story, and like body contact, eye contact, using games, using rhythms and repetitions, and including songs in the stories, like the song we had from Samira, like Aros Kena Amin Allah Tiri Amin Allah Tosi Amin Allah Tosi Amin. So we have learned a lot. I've enjoyed the session from start to end, and I'm looking forward to telling my story tomorrow, a story of Marodi Agwin, the elephant with big foot.
Also, why we were doing this training, because we wanted to assist the Somali youth to find their voice, because like most of the youth we are working with them are coming from Somalia, and some of them are have refugee status and they've lost their country, but they have not lost their culture. So giving them a safe space to be heard and to enjoy and to learn. And also, like, I really wanted the storytellers to find their own voice, and they've found their own voice through the training.
Malin Bakhayle ayaa burburay oo burburay wuxuuna ku yimid dhagax.
So my fears about the project were that it wouldn't work, that it would be difficult for me, English is my first language, who does not speak Somali or Swahili, to train remotely people who spoke a different language. We had translators, Sufi Ann and Samira and John on hand, but we still wasn't sure how well it would work. And also, I was worried about the technology because technology is not my strong point, and whether the internet would be strong enough to maintain links for several hours a week. And my delight was that actually it has been so much easier and more profound collaboration than I expected. There are times when I'm in the room with everybody that I forget I'm sat here in England because I'm so involved with what everyone's doing. And that's partly because John always involves me with everything. And as I've got to know the group, we've become friends. And so we can laugh and joke together. It's not, I don't just come in and go out again. I stay part of the group. And I think that's important that we built that right from the beginning, that I was always part of the group. We're teaching each other Swahili, Somali, Swahili, Somali, and learning from each other. And I love that stories allow us to learn across languages. The story may be simple, but actually what it allows us to do is very complicated. To see the world from another person's point of view, to learn it in their language.
My name is Samira Salah Abdi and I am a Somali storyteller, and it has been really beautiful, really experimental, and we got to learn like a different kind of things, the scientific storytelling side, where like as we normally used to the oral and just traditional storytelling, where you just tell the story for moral lessons, but we have never ventured into the field of telling stories, telling science through stories. And I was finding that thing very fascinating, and I said I grabbed a lot from it, and yeah, I'm just so grateful to be part of the project.
The teaching element has been fantastic. So I've been sharing my way of training, which is to get groups of people collaborating to tell stories. In this project, it's been five in a group, but sometimes it's up to 90 people telling a story together. It's my favorite way of teaching because you have the strength of the community. You learn teamwork. You are a team telling stories, and that helps the nervous tellers to build their confidence, because telling a story on your own can be quite a big ask. So my highlights of this project is watching my love of collaborative storytelling, reaching out to other people and seeing, like today, the groups demonstrating their showcase collaborative performance, and watching the group in Swahili enjoying themselves, getting people who are new joining in, watching the Somali group. And there was a woman who came for the first time today. She was just watching the Somali group with her whole face alight. People think stories are just for children, but they are not. And her love of what they were doing encouraged them to do it more. So my highlights really has been watching the group develop as a group to support one another. And I've been able to see that in the individual stories that they've been developing so beautifully with John and Samira, to see the way they'll sing and dance and join in and give feedback and encouragement. And I've really enjoyed over the 6-7 weeks we've been working, watching the group, really a short time each week, watching the group develop. And even though people haven't been able to come each week, there are other things going on or in their lives. But even when they have come, they have developed on from when I last saw them. And that support and commitment to one another has been really lovely to see. Are fabulous ways of showing a story, conveying a story, being the story, rather than worrying about telling the story. So that's really what I love to teach, and I'm going to continue working with you over the next few sessions on making a group story together, so you can really explore how to dramatise the story as a group. And John and Samira will be working with you on how to do that as individuals with your own choice of story. So it's been lovely to see what you've been doing today. Back to you, John.
Oh, thank you. So the training has been awesome and wonderful. Like we've been, for 2 months, we've been coming Wednesday and Thursdays, doing workshops like building storytellers toolkit and suggesting tools that the young youth can use, guiding them. Like we were community dramatizing together and making the pieces. For us, we are just leading the process. All the creative decisions will come from the youth. And I'm really excited. Like we are having our final showcase next week.
Oh, we're going to do the showcase and continue. And they're going to share their stories with their family. And we're going to record these stories so they can share them with the wider community. And I would also love to share it with some of my friends who gave me these stories originally, so they can see the stories that I got from them in America and how they're now told in Swahili.
We have had a peaceful, training through Zoom. And it felt like my co-teller, Cassandra, was in the room. And the training went on well. And also, I would say we got lots of support. Like we've had partners like the space we are. We've partnered with Agents of Peace. They've given us this space whereby we've been working with the youth. And what next? Like for me, I'm happy. We've given tools to the youth. They know how to work, adapt, and tell a story and perform for different groups, adults and children. And what next? I would like to go with the youth to the community, to showcase more to the community what they've learned and what they've learned during the training. We reach out to other marginalized communities. Like we are thinking of also going to the north of Kenya, Mandera, whereby the Somali youth will be able to showcase and share what they've learned over the 2 months. And also we are having, we're also leading this training. We'll be doing one-hour workshops to different organizations that are working with the youth, and they're really excited. So I'm seeing we'll continue with the process. And I've learned a lot of the sky because I normally tell art stories. But during this process, I've learned a lot. Like I was going home daily and looking up at the moon, appreciating nature, the sun. I've learned a lot because sometimes as a trainer, you think you're coming into the session to give, but you are the one who is learning a lot. And one thing that has impressed me is, what we are doing, we are passing the baton to the next generation of storytellers. These youth are the youth of Africa and the world, and they will take it further. And thank you, and we're really excited for this project under the same sky. Hapo zamani za kale.
Hapo zamani za kale.
Hakukuwa.
Hakukuwa.
We really want to thank the British Council who really made this project to happen. Without their support, we will not have been able to work with this young youth and also connect with Cassandra from UK and here in Kenya. So thank you, British Council, for facilitating, giving us support for the training. And we are now a family, and we hope to work together in many ventures. Thank you very much.
The story started with a friendship 5 years ago, and now that friendship spreads under the same sky. Thank you all for coming.
You're welcome, Cassandra. You're welcome.